Chapter 1. Kill the Motivation Myth. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for the lightning bolt to strike. Stop waiting for the perfect morning where you wake up feeling inspired, energized, and ready to conquer the world. That feeling is a lie. Motivation is a chemical ghost. It is a fleeting spike of dopamine that shows up when things are easy and vanishes the moment things get hard. If you base your life on motivation, you are building your future on shifting sand. You are making your success dependent on a mood. And moods are unreliable. Amateurs wait for motivation, professionals follow the system. You have a choice. You can be the person who only works when the sun is shining and the spirit is willing, or you can be the person who gets it done because it is on the schedule. Most people choose the former. They check their internal temperature before they commit to their goals. They ask themselves, do I feel like going to the gym today? Do I feel like making those sales calls? Do I feel like writing that chapter? If the answer is no, they stay in bed. They tell themselves they are listening to their body. They aren't listening to their body, they are listening to their weakness. That's the key. Success is not a feeling. Success is a mathematical result of repeated actions. It doesn't care if you are tired. It doesn't care if you are sad. It doesn't care if you are bored. The universe does not reward inspiration, it rewards consistency. Amateurs wait for motivation, professionals follow the system. Think about the elite. Think about a world-class champion. Do you think a gold medalist only trains when they are motivated? Absolutely not. On a cold, rainy Tuesday at 4 a.m., when their joints ache and their bed is warm, they don't look for a reason to get up. They don't watch a motivational video to get their blood pumping. They get up because it is 4 a.m. They get up because the system says it is time to work. The system is the master. The feelings are the servant. When you rely on motivation, you are a slave to your chemistry. When you rely on discipline, you are the master of your destiny. You don't need their permission to be great. You don't need a sign from the universe to move forward. You only need the schedule. It's not about inspiration, it's about discipline. Let's look at the motivation trap in real time. You start a new project. You're excited. The first 3 days are easy because the novelty provides a dopamine hit. You think you've finally found your passion. But on day 4, the novelty wears off. The work gets boring. The results haven't shown up yet. This is where the amateur quits. They say, I guess I just lost my spark. They wait for the next spark to come along, and they spend their entire lives starting things they never finish. The professional knows that day 4 is where the real work begins. The professional understands that the spark is irrelevant. They follow the system. They do the work precisely because they don't feel like doing it. Every time you work when you don't feel like it, you are killing the amateur inside of you. You are hardening your mind. You are proving to yourself that your will is stronger than your whims. Amateurs wait for motivation, professionals follow the system. You have a choice every single morning. You can check your emotions, or you can check your to-do list. One leads to a life of what-ifs and regret. The other leads to a life of I did and power. Stop looking for the why and start focusing on the how. How do you get it done? You put one foot in front of the other. You ignore the voice in your head that says, maybe tomorrow. You treat your goals like a biological necessity. You don't negotiate with yourself about whether or not you should breathe. You don't negotiate about whether or not you should eat. Your discipline must be just as vital. It's not about your mood, it's about your mandate. Motivation is for the weak. It's for the people who need a cheerleader to get off the couch. You are not one of those people. You are building a fortress of relentless consistency. A fortress isn't built in a day of high energy, it is built stone by stone, through the heat, through the cold, through the rain, and through the boredom. Each stone represents a day you followed the system when you wanted to quit. That's the key to unbreakable mental toughness. It is the ability to ignore the chemical spike and lean into the mechanical grind. If you want to change your life, stop chasing the high of motivation. Start respecting the law of the system. The system is cold. The system is unfeeling. The system is certain. When you follow a system, you remove the burden of decision making. Decision fatigue is what kills progress. If you have to decide to work every day, you will eventually decide not to. But if the decision is already made, if the system is set in stone, then the work becomes automatic. Amateurs wait for motivation, professionals follow the system. You don't need their permission to be consistent. You don't need the world to applaud your effort. You don't even need to like the work while you're doing it. You just need to finish it. Think of your mind as a biological computer. Motivation is a glitch. It makes you think you need a specific condition to run the program. Discipline is the operating system. It runs regardless of the weather. It runs regardless of the noise. It runs until the task is complete. It's not about how you feel, it's about what you do. From this moment on, stop using the word motivation. Delete it from your vocabulary. It is an excuse used by people who are afraid of the grind. Replace it with standard operating procedure. What is your SOP for your health? What is your SOP for your career? What is your SOP for your mind? Follow the procedure. Ignore the internal dialogue. You have a choice. You can be a victim of your fluctuating hormones, or you can be a victor through your unwavering schedule. One is a life of chaos. The other is a life of destiny. Amateurs wait for motivation, professionals follow the system. You have successfully killed the myth. You have realized that feeling like it is a luxury you can no longer afford. You have embraced the mechanical nature of true greatness. You are ready to stop being a slave to your moods and start being the commander of your actions. You mastered the myth of motivation. Now, it's time to raise the bar and look at the laws that will govern your new life. Chapter 2: The Law of Non-Negotiable Standards.